Hey y'all, welcome to Horrible Gaming. My name is Nora, and on today's video we are doing 2 ways to decorate the new Stitch bundle in the premium shop. For the first idea, we're going to be decorating on Dazzle Beach, and this build will be a little bit more Nintendo Switch friendly. So for this first build, we're going to be creating a boardwalk pathway in front of Stitch's home and the coffee shop. I thought going for a more beachside city approach for this first idea would be really fun for the items in the bundle, and there's so many different ways you can actually expand on this idea. For this location, you could definitely add in more villager homes, even a pool area or a hotel-like build. I feel like personally this layout is really easy to transition from and just expand on idea-wise, so I hope it brings you some inspiration. After I make some adjustments to the pathway and house placement, we're going to do some decorating to really capture the coffee shop sort of downtown vibe that I want this build to have, and then we'll do a final walkthrough of how everything turned out, so I'll see you in a couple of minutes for that final walkthrough for the first idea. After all my final details, here's how our first idea for today's speed build turned out. I think that this is such a great way to decorate this location on Dazzle Beach, and I also think it would be a great way to extend on if you wanted to do a full-on city down here. I also think a great way to transition from this first idea is to do a beachside market, so if you're needing some inspiration, I will have one of my older videos for you linked in the video's description. The last idea is definitely more detailed, and I really want this build to kind of be like a vibe that you would see in the Lilo and Stitch movie. So this next idea will have more of a city core vibe to it, but if you wanted to actually keep this build on Dazzle Beach, it does fit in the same location we were working on for the Nintendo Switch idea. Now, if you do want to recreate this over here, you'll need to move the build a little bit lower in the location, kind of like towards the cave, but it definitely works and it looks just as good in that biome, and it's a little bit more of a different approach than you would normally see on Dazzle Beach. With that being said, I'm actually planning on doing this approach on Dazzle Beach, so if you're interested in seeing how this looks, you can tune in to a future live stream, and when Dazzle Beach is completely decorated, I will do a tour video of how everything looks too. But if you're somebody who wants to keep it in Peaceful Meadow, I think that this is such a great way to decorate your meadow because you can transition from the town to like a beachy carnival like spot on Dazzle Beach. So I feel like this build is a really great way on transitioning your valley into a summer theme, and there's so many different ways you can transition from what we're doing in this last idea too. Anyways, just like the first build, I'm going to work on the path placement and the layout, and then we're going to do some decorating and detailing, and I'll see you near the end of this video for the final look of how the build turned out. After all my final details, here's how the last idea for today's video turned out. I hope that it brought you some Disney Dreamlight Valley inspiration. Before today's video also ends, I do want to give a huge shout out to all of my channel members. Thank you so much for supporting me as a creator. Just your support in general means the world to me. Thank you so much for watching and have a horrible day. I'll see you next video.